I got two hands, I got my mouth, I know how to earn money.
The wind is knocking at the windows. And we are here in Bantayan, Santa Fe, Bantayan Island. And we'll show you a little bit more of this in a second. There's no rain coming down, but it's very windy. Very, very windy. And this is just a start, really, because, well, that's supposed to happen till later on. Well, let's see, we'll open up the front door. It's not raining right now. It's just, it's really very windy. Okay. You'll see some big gusts. Watch out one talasine tree. Here we go. Oh yeah. It's starting to pick up, you know. Coming to you live from Santa Fe, Bantayan Island. And this is just really going to be the beginning here. Oh, good one there. Yeah, I'm glad we cut down the branches on the other side of the house yesterday. Yeah, everybody was preparing around the neighborhood for this, and nothing yet except a couple of turned over plants and a lot of dust, but this is nothing at the moment. I'm hearing all kinds of clanging noises. Oh yeah. Well, I just never get any sleep, I'll tell you that. Sorry, you reconnect problem. I told you I got some problem with some malware or something on here. Right in the middle of the video, it goes off into somebody's advertisement or something. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Oh. Okay. A little bit of rain coming down, but it's right now it's more blustery than any kind of rain coming down. What else am I hearing? Oh, that talaside tree. Something's going to give. This ain't nothing yet. Like they say, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, this is just beginning, really. Jesus. Hold on, guys. I could hear across the field things clanging. Then you'll get like a real big gust. Well, anyway, this is just the beginning because the system's not supposed to really move in, you know, get the whole full Monty here until maybe toward evening today. But I guess it's just going to be a really blustery and probably more rainy. It was raining last night. It was a little bit heavy at times, but this is not the brunt of it right here. This is just the beginning of it here. Hello, Vancouver. How are you, man? You're looking at the Philippines, Santa Fe, Bantayan Island. I mean, there's not much to see. It's early morning, so it's dark. This is just a little beginning of where we're being hit up by the typhoon. I think we're supposed to get up to level 3 winds or whatever. It does pretty much forecast for tonight though coming. But dang. I tell you, when they get these gusts going, man, they got these gusts going. I mean, I'm up. That's why I'm videotaping this. I know whenever I could get a normal night's sleep here, because I don't sleep maybe 6 hours a night, but then, like tonight, wind blowing and making a lot of noises out there, I'm up earlier than normal. Oh, okay. I figure, well, I'm up, you know, whatever. I hear metal in the background. I'm not sure what's clanging. Could be our gates. Whoa. Whoa, okay. If I was walking in the street, I'd probably be blown a little. I would definitely feel a lot of resistance. Oh, shit, I'm surprised that little Talisade tree is not breaking in half. Jesus. Let's move in here. Even my dogs, they're probably afraid to go out and take a piss, you know. I'm going to look out my bedroom window here. Oh, and in the event of all this, I certainly hope there's going to be no damage to my roof, but it's only beginning, really. Let's try looking out the bedroom window. Well, hell yes.
See the, you hear the sounds?
I hear metal clanging.
No, this is,
Yeah, just now I heard the woo, yeah.
that's the sounds of the wind.
Yeah, wind coming through the back of the house here.
Now the eye of the typhoon is already inside.
Well, if you're inside, you're not bad. It's the outside
Yeah.
you don't want to be in. It's just the perimeter of it.
Yeah. You can feel outside like you can fly.
Yeah, I felt a pretty good gust when I was just standing in front. You hear the woo.
That one
Yeah.
is the wind.
Well, I know that's the wind. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Oh, my goodness.
At first that's what I said. Why Ginger, you always moaning?
She was moaning?
No, just the wind.
Oh, you
I
thought,
thought it's
thought the dog was moaning. That was the wind. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's windy, man. But this is, we're expecting a lot more than this. So, anyway, that's what's happening here in Santa Fe, Bantayan Island in the Philippines. We're north of Cebu. And, hey, I mean, I'm up. Might as well stay on a little bit. Okay, I haven't had a chance to really go through the news or anything to see who's getting damage and what. I wonder how Sargao Island did. They're always getting hit up. I did get to see a few reels on Facebook. The Filipinos are always moaning and whining and crying. Oh, Jesus, help us! And very emotional people, very reactive. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. People are scared. According to what they live in, and you may think, you live in a concrete house, um, that you're okay. But if you've got some really sustained winds, I mean, not even the concrete really holds up to it, really, unless it's pretty damn solid. And most houses out here, it's not solid cement, it's cement blocks, really. Unless you build a house, you do a pour of solid, make your walls solid with heavy rebar and whatnot. Then it holds up better. But generally, the homes out here, excuse me, made of a cinder block, it may look strong to you, but you'd be surprised what sustained winds could actually do. Now, as I said, I figure I'm up. I might as well vlog, and I haven't got to go through any YouTube channels yet to see who's doing any current reports on where they are. I'll get around to that. I don't know what wasn't a storm. I don't know. I got up, or maybe it was a little chilly in a room or something. I don't know, but or maybe the anticipation of the storm or whatever. But I normally get up about 5 in the morning anyway. But it was like 3:45 or so. I got up and I figured, oh shit, I'm up. Go take a piss. Now you're gonna see some interruptions on my show, and I got some malware going on here. I could even do a live or even look at somebody's video or something within minutes. I got this big old ads popping up on here. I know I'm not monetized, so it's not like it's not coming from an advertiser because my monetization, I don't have monetization. So I don't know where this shit came from. It's one thing or another. Well, I don't know. For those that are watching, I don't think there's anybody in the Philippines here. What is she making in a microwave? Making a coffee or something? Well, I gotta make my lemon water, even if it's just warm water with lemon. The first thing you want to have in the morning. It helps cleanse your liver and everything else. When you get up in the morning, warm water with lemon. You can have your tea and all that, but you want to put a bunch of lemon in there. It awakes your body and your inflammatory system and all that stuff. Okay, I'm getting into some medical shit, but well, there's not much to show you because it's not daylight here, but at least it gives you a little idea of the beginning of this, and you can see, and it's not even the strength of the hurricane when you see the trees the way they were swaying the way they were. That's just the beginning. So I don't know. I'll have to do a look at Pagasa or something and see what is in store for this island because things change all the time. And I don't think the whole brunt of this thing's supposed to come until it'll come into this evening. Remember, it's early morning here, so this evening. Hey, I'm a loser there. Hey, hey. Stay safe, Frank. We lost power here in Leyte 5 hours ago. Oh, yeah, Leyte's always getting hit. God damn, I'm telling you. Jeez. Well, I know right in town last night they had an outage, or yeah, my barangay didn't. It's calmed down right now, but I don't know. I think we're might be in the eye of this, where it's generally calmer. It's my understanding, and I'm no meteorologist. I'm not a meteorologist, but when you're just on the outside of the eye, that's where all the wind is. Because it could be relatively calmer in the eye of it, actually. Well, I don't know how bad it's going to get with wind, but I hope my roof stays on. I hope there's no damage. Between earthquakes and everything else going on here lately, we had a few cracks in the wall, very light little fissures crack, you know. I don't know what does more damage, earthquakes or hurricanes. Give you guys something to listen to this hour of the morning. I kind of wish there was more people in the Philippines that was on here. Tell me what's going on in your world over there. Ah, jeez. Ah, I'm itching again here. Well, I'm up. I get bored, so I figured let me do a live since I woke up early anyway. I'm sure we're going to hear all kinds of stories once this storm passes out. And the Philippines has really been getting hit hard with Mother Nature lately, between the earthquakes and the aftershocks, and a lot of people lost their homes. I can imagine all the flooding going on in different areas. I'm sure there's going to be stories of landslides somewhere. There always is. The ground gets so saturated with water it has to give way. That's just nature and science. It's got to give way. We kind of, put any loose objects outside, we put them away where it's not going to fly around. Even the kid's bicycle, we put in the outside CR so that didn't blow. Well, yeah, we've got bars on our windows that could help, but not all of them. We got some big ass windows in the, I don't know what we call it, the recreation room or exercise room right here off my bedroom. Loser says a buddy of mine in Ormoc said the wind blew his windows open, crazy strong. He blew his windows open, or they say what you can't see don't hurt you, but you can't see the wind, but you could feel it. You get a lot of strength in that wind. If you get sustained gusts, that's what does the damage when it's sustained. It's calming down right now. I'm just looking out the window, but ay ay ay. I know the ATMs are not going to be working today because the bank is lazy. They don't send anybody out. That was one of the problems going on here yesterday when I wanted to go to the ATM and withdraw some money. Today's the day I normally get paid on my pension, but I'm highly doubting that the machine's going to be working. Well, they were out of money yesterday is what it was because we had the holiday going on here, All Souls Day, and the tourists and locals were, and also in preparation for the storm, people were taking out their money. So I would easily say that the ATMs are not going to be working or they're not going to have any money in them. So we went out, we did buy some supplies, nothing radical, in preparation. But like I said, the best thing I did was we had these workers come over yesterday and went up in the trees and cutting down some major branches which I wanted to do anyway, storm or not. Um, so they didn't fuck with the wires, both internet and electrical wires. Yeah, once I'm up, I'm up. I generally don't go back to sleep when I get up. Heart starts a pumping, and I'm just energized. And what's going on? All the activity in the other room here. What are you listening? So where do we stand? Are we going to sink or swim? Are we going to?
Kaya dahil dito ay pahirapan tuloy ang pagsakay at pagbaba ng mga sasakyan.
These windows here, so thin. I don't trust these windows here.
Sa Cebu, kalahating kilometro ang haba at lalim niyan. Apektado ang mga bahay at umabot ang bitag.
Well, I got my cup in here. I'm going to have to make myself a lemon tea, get my body going. Always my favorite cup. You're here live with yours truly. I won't bore you to death if you're not listening to anything else. Well, here I am. Where is my favorite cup? Always got to monitor the situation. I'm not concerned at the moment because this is the beginning of this. And I'm sure people got a lot of stories to share out there in the old interim and the progression of the storm, according to where you live, where it hit first, and who got damaged, whose house got blown apart. Quick tea in the microwave to get that water going. Let's see, I need lemons. We have any that's already, oh, jeez. No, here's a lemon here. I make my tea with lemon every morning now. I'm trying to do with the lemon. Besides everything else I put in my tea, I don't make a straight off tea. You ever watch my show, you know that I start off my day with a very hefty tea. It's green tea, of course. I've been doing that for years. But now, besides turmeric and black pepper, you gotta charge it up with black pepper. But besides turmeric, I got ginger in it, and I got lemon, of course. That's good for the kidneys to flush things out and prevention of kidney stones. That's why I do that. Let's see, where's the knife? Where is the knife? I need a knife. Okay. Oh, I'm looking out the window here. We got a chicken that's kind of roosting in a cardboard box right outside my kitchen window here. So if it ever gets gusty enough, I don't know if it'll blow the chicken away with the box. She has like about 4 eggs. About 4 eggs. Okay, where's the knives? Just pardon me while I deal with this. I'm trying to cut open a fresh lemon here. Just deal with it. There we go. Squeeze that lemon. Ah, boy. That's a good juicy lemon, okay. Well, better than looking at the walls, I guess, whatever, I don't know. Just pardon me, I'm just finishing up with my lemon here. It'll be a strong cup. Whole lemon. Cheese. It's a way of cleansing the kidneys and your soul. What the hell, that should be, I would think that'd be good enough. Okay, and we're not even done yet. Now that we squeeze the whole lemon into this tea, we go to my next step, which is turmeric. And a touch of black pepper to charge it up. Come on, get out of here. And I'll need a spoon. Wait for this tea to cool down. Yeah, I do this every morning. Every morning, this is what I have. It's really healthy. Holy shite, I'm not on power. We're on a blackout. I got data on here, but that ain't gonna last long. I thought I'd get this in to show you. We're getting some really big gusts, I think up to 88 kilometers. We're probably getting gusts up to 88 or something going on right now. And I'm seeing it at the beginning. We got planters all over. You'll see the gusts. I don't know how long I can be on here. Yeah, we have a blackout. I haven't even turned the generator on yet. We'll save the gas for later. It's just got light. Yeah, man. Wow. This is pretty intense, man. That's the beginning of it, man. Huh? I'm not gonna get. Oh. Can't even open the door. Yeah, we've got a combination of things going on. We're in a blackout. I'm just using data. That ain't gonna last long. Blackout. I'm just using data. That ain't gonna last long. But Gilda had to pull me in. I was in front of the door, and the gust was so strong. I had to watch out anything blown on me or something. This is live from Bantayan Island, Santa Fe, Bantayan Island. And yeah, we're on a blackout. I have not turned the generator on yet. I'll do it on later, save some of the gas on there, because I wouldn't be able to get any more gas. I'm sure everything is closed up today. Yeah, some people are taking the shelters, and hopefully all the wires hold up. There's some serious shit here, man. The worst I've seen since I've lived out here. It's supposed to go to Category 4. It is a Category 4. We're kind of coming out of the eye, and that's where all the stuff happens once you get out of the eye over here in Bantayan. Holy shite. Planters blown over and banana trees broke in half, and really good visuals. This taloside tree, you can see how much wind. There was some pretty hefty gusts, man. This is like up to 88 kilometers. Check this out. That tree ain't gonna last, I think, that talosai. You gotta see when the real big gusts come here. I was standing in front. I couldn't even get in the door. It was so much pressure to get back in the door. Yeah, we're being hit pretty good over here in Bantayan. It's a pretty solid house, thank goodness for that. Not great for earthquakes, but it's, well, the worst is yet to, we'll see. So we got a couple of things happening here. Blackout. I got some malware, which is interfering and disconnecting me a lot and putting advertisements on here. And of course, we got the storm. Everything hitting here. Boy, it's been a crazy season for Mother Nature with the earthquakes and storms and what have you. Here we go. Starting to get some big gusts coming. Look at this. Look at this. You have to stand out there to feel it. I'd like to be near the ocean right now to see what's happening, but that may not be a good idea. I'm getting hungry now, watching all this. The worst is yet to come, because the worst is supposed to be about 12 o'clock today. And if it's going to be heavier than this, then holy shit, because, there's been some pretty good sustained winds, actually, Okay, I'm going to have to save some data on here. I don't even know if internet service is on. I'm on data right now on the phone. I don't have a lot of data. Yeah, the dogs notice something going on. They're reacting to us. Okay, down the side window here. We've got a banana tree over there, broke in half. Look at everything blown away, man. Oh, gee, a papaya tree. Everything's leaning in the wind. I think a lot of people have taken to the shelters, according to what kind of structure they're living in. You're seeing what I'm seeing, folks. You hear the wind? Ooh. I've had some pretty good gusters in Hawaii, but nothing really incredible. But what I'm seeing here is a very good indicator of what's to come. And I don't think this is the worst. They keep on talking about 12 noon, somewhere around that time, where it's going to intensify. And I'm thinking, intensify from this? Really? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm going to give it a rest here, maybe. Well, let's see, maybe a few more minutes. I said I'm operating off data. I don't have a lot of data. Yeah, it's been blowing like a mofo. looking at a house, what's going on here. Through a little bay window here, watching the world go crazy outside. And we had some humdinger, sustained, and well, a lot of gusts, some of them sustained. It's like, holy crap. These are thin windows in here, so I hope nothing blows into them. We have no tarps or nothing. I mean, if something happened, we're not that prepared, So we got our new propane, so we know we'll be able to cook at least. Power is out. I think it's all around. I don't think it's just my house with a wire or something. I don't think that's the case. All the area, huh? Wow, how did that get here? My gas can was around, that black gas can. Got banana trees over there that are down, broken in half. Yeah, you're witnessing a hurricane live if you're not in the Philippines. Everything's being blown around. It's not like I'm going to be blown away if I walk around. That's not the case. It's just that you got to worry about an object or something flying out at you. Okay, sorry about that. We had a disconnect on here. Everybody disappeared too. No, I'm not getting blown away. Not yet, anyway. I'm probably going to have to save some data on the phone, so maybe I'll record some stuff as things progress. There's everything blown around outside. Then I even see bushes flattened. That's unusual. Still enjoying my cup of tea. Now I'm hungry. Yeah, this is interesting. It can be frightening. I said I can walk out there. I'm not going to be blown away necessarily unless it's a big gust, but you got to just worry about things flying at you. There's a lot going on out there, man. So what's the damage so far? Well, you got some banana trees bent in half, and I got a few things strewn around outside, blown around. We can't see any visible wires down. There's a blackout right now, so it's area wide. It's all over Bantayan, actually. Her son here was in the Odette storm, and he's kind of a little bit storm shy. I could understand. But yeah, it may seem a little calm, then all of a sudden it just builds up, and to make it worse, of course, we got a blackout. Now, I haven't been to the generator yet. I'm waiting because I want to make sure I got gas for the rest of the day. We could handle this right now. For cooking, we got propane, so we could do without it. There's obviously internet going, or else I wouldn't. Well, actually, I'm actually on data right now. Okay, I'm going to have to save data so we can be informed. I don't know what they have on their phone. But we're going to continue with the storm coverage. It's not something that happens every day. Although lately, with earthquakes and everything else, you don't know what to expect around here. You know what they say, it's more fun in the Philippines. And it is, according to what you want to call fun. All right, we'll do one more time. I'm going to open to the front door here. One last time here. Everybody's sitting around here and looking out the window and watching all the wind. I better save my data on here because...
Yeah, why you always use it?
Okay, we're going to save some data on here, guys. But anyway, that's what's going on. Storm, Bantayan, anyway, Cebu, Philippines, Santa Fe, Bantayan Islands. And we're just going to watch, keep an eye on. Even our black gas can to fill the generator is all the way in the back here now. It went all the way in the back. You better check on that chicken on that cardboard here. They might have been blown away. All the aid containers are all over, you know, those. Yeah, they're in the back, you see, all the aid containers, you know. Now you're watching it, folks, as we're watching it. Okay, we're gonna have to cut this. I could do some recording on here. That's not a problem. But we're gonna save data for emergency, so we can, you know, get. I don't even know if the internet's on because the electric is off, you know. But I do got the generator. Okay, for I guess as long as my generator is working, I guess I have internet. Oi, I did a few uploads, folks, but couldn't get that on there. All the gas stations are closed, but there's some very enterprising businesses. You have to go into the barangay of Marathon and buy liters. And of course, you know, my shitty generator, always have trouble starting it and, you know, having it remain on and not shutting off on its own. Got it up now, that's how I have internet because I have PLDT. But yeah, I did an assessment. There's no rain over here. There's no rain today at all in Bantayan. Okay, I'm still having a problem with some kind of a virus on here or something. Some say it's over. I had to go to Maracabon just to get gas. So here you are. You got no ATMs working because there's no electricity yet. We don't know if they're going to turn it on today. I have to wait till tomorrow. Let's see. Stores are closed, like 99.99%. ATMs are out of cash. We don't know when the bank is going to come around and actually put cash in there. We'll have to wait till electricity's on, then you can figure how long it takes from there. Well, we've seen on the road some inspectors from Benelco, which is the electric company. Oh, why am I hiding this? Yeah, we have, you know, it's, you know, we lost a few plants here so far, you know. Banana trees bent in half, they're all gone. Let's see here. Things strewn around. No, we had some pretty damn good gusts this morning. Significant. I think the worst is over for here. Still raining in CDL. Well, we haven't had. Uh-oh. Already know people. There's a nurse that lives over here. Yeah, there's been absolutely no rain today. There might have been a couple of drops here. That's all. That's all there was. That's all there was. Okay, she has a patient. They have a patient that they go back and forth with. Is that what they are? No, that's an ambulance thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't as horrendous as I thought it would actually be. The wind was blowing pretty good, but there's nothing that really kind of put fear in you at all. But the good thing that was in combination with the wind, there's no rain. Huh? Oh, they're going to cut a tree over there? Yeah, we went into Maracabon, or I did anyway, and there's a lot of people out there with chainsaws. People were getting bamboo that felt. They always use bamboo, really good bamboo. The roads were covered with leaves. Brush has been down. A few trees were kind of, you know, torn apart. Nothing like really drastic happened over here, which is, you know, a good thing, of course. We, of course, were smart enough to cut down the branches. I don't know if we'll have, really be honest with you, maybe the electric company turned it off purposely, so if wires are down, nobody will get electrocuted or something. I'm hoping that they turn it back on. And the only reason I got internet is because, well, you know, got the generator on, and through PLDT, we got internet. Let's see, what else is going on? Yeah, we got a lot of cleanup to do around here.
not anything major. But, we got through this. Of course, I didn't get much sleep, but, when do I ever really get a lot of sleep? So I'm kind of assessing things around here. Yeah. Well, I got lucky. I don't know. I haven't been following anything, so I couldn't get in the internet. Where or who had the most damage, where it hit hard, and all that stuff, I have no clue. I suppose I'll find out. Bahol always gets hit. Bago over here is always a central point, it seems. So as I walk around, it's a nice, it feels cool out, if anything. If there's a plus, everything just turned over. If there's a plus, well, it's nice and cool out and breezy, and I can't bitch about that. I got old Bessie running here now. See the trees here bent in half. Then again, banana trees are easy to... Sorry, had a little glitch. Yeah, about 3 of our trees on there. Coconut tree actually over here that's growing. It's kind of bent over. We had to cut down a tree over here that was just totally bent. There was another papaya. Yeah, it was a papaya tree. They're all over the ground. Why should we leave them on the ground? I don't know. But old Bessie is running, and I do mean old Bessie, because before I went out for gas, our driver, he got the thing going on here, but not too long after we left, it went off, and how long it's going to stay on now. So we just filled it up with gas so we can charge our phones and whatever we need to do, and whatever we have in the refrigerator to keep it cold again. A little activity, guys. There you go, but nothing incredible. I'm sure Leyte and places like that got hit a lot harder. My impression, and I still don't know, is I thought that by 12 o'clock is when 12 o'clock when it's all supposed to be happening. Something has changed. I don't know. As I said, I haven't checked anything yet on here. So maybe there's more to come, and I'm just kidding myself. I don't know. There is rain clouds, it looks like, out there, but it might wind up raining after all. But still rain. I know Hurt Cebu got a lot of rain and stuff like that. They were, still raining in CDO. Okay. Well, I'm glad there's really no damage to the house. But goes to show you that if you look at the electric bike over here, it just had some metal or paint damage on here, because it actually blew. Which is they're not really heavy. Everything's turned over here. It actually blew this against the building. Oh, we had to move it. And right here, you see right here, got it all scratched up. Nothing big. It's not going to affect the damn thing running or anything like that. But yeah, you can see, it's caused damage, but nothing to the house, and thank goodness for that. So everything okay over here in Bantayan. Although if you do go to the side roads around here, yeah, you'll see that, the wind did affect a lot of places. There's leaves all over the road. A few trees are down. The ones that couldn't stand up to the wind. But nothing really disastrous. Not that I wanted something disastrous, but know how they overplay these storms all the time, but they have to be careful, I guess. I've been through this in Hawaii and Seattle and places like that. Get into this big ass storm, but well, I don't know where it was big ass, but it wasn't really what I call big ass over here. Barely a raindrop from when I got up in the morning till now. I don't even know what goddamn time it is, to be honest with you. Yeah, hold on a minute here, boys and girls. I do have some uploads up on some other time showing you how the wind was going when it was really going big time. I'm not worried about it right now. I could always put that on later or something. Take a look at that. But I mean, it was blowing pretty strong, I'll tell you that. But not enough to, we couldn't go out there and walk in it. And it was going to kind of push you back or anything like that. It wasn't, the gusts weren't that strong. But I'll get more updates on who actually has been hit with this the hardest. I really don't know. But there's a lot of chainsaws going off, I can tell you that. What I heard today. A lot of chainsaws, as expected. Three watching and 3 thumbs up. Okay, it's better than a kick in the ass, I guess, right? I suppose everybody else is probably vlogging about the storm. Everybody needs material on here. They really worried about their algorithms. God, to be dependent on algorithms. I know. That gets bad when it gets to that point. But I guess if you're making thousands of dollars a month, you get a little greedy and you got to watch those algorithms. God forbid you don't get good algorithms. You're not going to get paid as much the next month. See, that's when you become slave to this. When you get monetized, you become slave to monetization. Because when you decide you want to make a little money on YouTube, well, there's a lot of things you have to do to get your audience, but you do get monetized, you start making money on here, then I gotta make more. I gotta watch my algorithms. Jesus Christ. Seriously, man. Alright, anyway, that's what's going on here. The wind didn't blow me away. I'm still alive. Didn't have a heart attack. I didn't get gunned down or knifed. Police didn't come to my door and arrest me. Just another day. A little bit of wind, a little bit of cleanup. Nothing out of the ordinary or extraordinary. So if anybody has any questions or anything, speak now before I get off. So if I have internet, I can watch T2, right? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm getting off. That's just an update. Moving this way.
Huh?
It's moving this way.
No, from here, go Negros.
Oh, from here. So I'm trying to get it straight. Is it over here now? Okay. If you unfortunately go to ChatGPT, you're going to hear different. That significant warnings are still in effect and all this other crap.
DPT is EI, so they don't know what this is.
I don't think they know anything,
They just follow what the people
Yeah,
posting.
yeah. They're saying according to Pagasa and all that stuff, according to Pagasa. But the only reason I got into it now is that the generator is working, then it's not working. I think the fuel lines are kind of clogged. So it'll stay on for a while. And I'll have internet and lights and everything. But then it'll go off on its own, and I have to start it again and again. It's becoming more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. But since everybody is covering the storm surge, I know I'm live. Yeah.
But you don't tell me.
Yeah. We're not saying anything bad. Oh, that's where I stand. I don't know where I stand, to be honest. All I know is that I feel a lot better if that piece of shit generator would work right. It's got to be taken apart, clear the lines and everything else in there, because it kind of fools you. It starts working, think everything is cool, gas is flowing, everything is wonderful, but, well, it's not. It goes for a while and then it turns off, and that's really frustrating. I don't have a lot of frozen stuff, but at least it kind of keeps the refrigerator going for a while. And I need to build up some time on my phone here. I got a few movies I could watch on here, actually, so if I get that bored, which I've been all day. And I will tell you, because I was up early today, time has dragged on. Imagine, no stores open, no ATMs working, no electricity, no internet. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. And it certainly is. So don't be surprised in the middle of this broadcast I suddenly get cut off. Your ace reporter here, I guess, right? Yeah, don't be fooled by what you think is the moving out of the storm, because I don't know. Now she claims that it is over here. It's already moving to Negros. But if you go on ChatGPT, oh no, Picasso says this and Picasso says that. I don't know. Whatever. When it comes, it comes. I'm done reporting on unless something disastrous happens here.